Seen a lot of people playing seeds to the dream, growing patient and run away.
What up? Message delivered, baby. We back with another episode. Jay, what's this episode about, man?
This episode is for all y'all out there that's afraid to do things and that's scared. This message is definitely for y'all. Don't be afraid and just do it.
What's the message again, Jay? Hold on, they sleeping. No. Run it back. What's the episode about, Jay? Let them know.
For all the people that's out there that's afraid to take that extra step, that leap of faith. Don't be afraid.
Just do it. Like Nike. We talking to you this morning.
Just do it, man.
Talking to you this afternoon, this morning. What up, baby? Episode 11, I think.
Yeah, we was traveling all over the place.
Traveling a lot. Went to a lot of places, you know.
Back in the back cage.
This is the scruffiest you're ever going to see Jeff and I. We got to put that out there. We don't got no haircut.
Yeah, we've been traveling.
This is the scruffiest you're going to see Jeff and I.
A lot of flights, man.
A lot of flights. So we just want to let y'all know that.
So it's all good.
Don't be afraid. Just do it. That's right. We said, yo, Jay.
Don't worry about it.
We scruffy, but let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Perfect day.
Facts.
Man.
So let's
now
let's get into it, brother. Right? Let's get into it.
A lot of time I meet people, they be like, yo, Jeff, how you get into this? And I tell them, easy. Don't be afraid. Just do it.
What you mean? Get into what? Podcasting? Like
anything.
Like the show?
Like film.
For sure.
You know, they see me doing film. They see me doing message deliver. They be like, how you get into that? And I be like, look, man, don't be afraid. Just do it. You know,
just do it.
Take that leap of faith and just go for it. And if it fell, then it fell. But you learn from it. So a lot of time, you know, you meet people, you got to give them that extra push, encouragement. You always gave me that extra push. You always tell me like, yo, Jeff, don't be, just do it, man. Go for it. You know,
that's true.
We got a faith in to do it, man. So how about you, man? What that message stand for you?
Just do it, man. Stop being afraid.
Okay.
Same thing we did the episode with what's that drink called? Don't be afraid to leave your city.
Right.
It's the same thing. Like, don't be afraid, bro. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen is you're gonna fail. The worst that's gonna happen is she gonna tell you no, she's not gonna date you.
Right.
Or he's not gonna want to be with you.
It was a saying that.
That's why Nike took it.
Right.
That's why Nike took it. I ain't gonna lie. So just do it. Like, there ain't nothing to be afraid about. But people are afraid to do things because of the fear of failure.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I thought. Just do it.
Was there ever a time in your life where you had because I know you before film you had a career in medical. Was you afraid to take that chance to leaving that to go into that?
So here's the thing: when they say don't be afraid, just do it. Make sure what you're doing you love.
Okay.
I was in the medical field, but I didn't love the medical field. Okay. I actually hated the medical field. I still do. I have a lot of respect for those in it. But did I love it? Did I enjoy being in it? No, I didn't. Right. Yeah, you need doctors and stuff but you need filmmakers, and I didn't want to do that. But once I said I found film, you know, that's the business that we're in. Like I said, once again, those of you that don't know, Jeff and I are in the film business. Once we found film and we got involved, we said, you know what? This is what we want to do, and we just did it. We just did it. Right. And it was easy to do because you love it. It's hard to just do something when you don't like it or people are pushing you in that direction. So for film, I just did, but the medical thing was, bro, it was just a drag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just tiring, all the schooling, this, and this. Now, school's important. That's another episode. We'll talk about that. Education's important. You have to be educated some way. You don't need formal schooling to become educated, but don't be afraid. Just do it. It's like,
no, that's a tough transition.
You know what I'm saying?
Our parents will look at you like, man, you know, you want to be a filmmaker, but doctors are important in the world. Yeah. But it's also for some people, they have the patience to want to be a doctor because it's slower, but it's not as fast.
You know, and that's what they want to be.
Right. In film, you know, you have to make drastic decisions just like a doctor, because as a director, you one of the greatest, man.
Oh, salute,
when
brother.
I see you on set, man, the decisions that I see that you make, and I'm just sitting back watching, I'm like, man, I wouldn't call that right there, but you saw it before it come. And you know, me coming as under you.
Give an example, brother. Give an example of a time. Come on. Call it Big Dog.
I watched this man. He was doing his own commercial for himself and still directing it.
That was hard, yeah.
And I was like, he's sitting directing his own video. I mean, his commercial.
Facts.
But he's doing it in a way he's coaching us without having to be there himself because he was part of the commercial. So that was one of my favorite moments from you. And I sat there and I watched it, man. It's like watching, you know, Shaq, LeBron, one of those guys perform when you're on set. A lot of people know that, man. This guy's really good at what he do, and I love that he's passionate about what he do, you know. And that's what also, when you're around somebody that's passionate about what they doing, it also bring everybody else in the game. You know, if LeBron don't play lazy for a night, it's gonna make the whole team play lazy.
You're right.
It's like you, if you slack on yours and you come on set and you laughing and you joking,
the whole team gonna be off.
The whole team gonna be laughing and joking.
No, you're right.
You know, so the thing with don't be afraid, just do it. You had to have that confidence to know that you're gonna be a great director. And now that you're doing it, do you ever feel that, you know, you regret certain things that you didn't do? It's good. People want to know, man. You know?
That's a pretty dope question. The question is, since I just took the risk and just did it, do I regret things that I didn't take the risk and do? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. With film, I literally did everything that I wanted to do in terms of what I was able to do.
Right.
I never did I'm not doing that. Like anything I wanted to do, I just did it with film. There's a lot more we want to accomplish. Jeff know that as a company, we're working on stuff. You know, we got to keep on a hush. We have some premieres coming, some films, and
good things. We always have good things lined up. We work hard for it.
We do have a lot of stuff coming, but in terms of everything I wanted to do that I had the opportunity to do or ability to do, I did in film. I did. There's nothing that I was like, dang, yo, Jeff, now that I think about it, I should have did this and this and this. Okay. Like, there was nothing like that. So
for me, you know,
how about you?
It's a lot different where, you know, I was growing up, I was always into different things. I was in the streets.
Facts.
I was like, you know, always dibbing and dabbing, trying to find myself, you know. But I was never afraid of trying things. Whether I got in trouble, I tried it, you know. And that's the craziest, scary at times.
So you was never afraid, for real?
I was never afraid, you know. I was never afraid of being outside, engaging in certain things. But one thing that in life teaches you, when you're doing the right thing, and people can do the wrong thing, right? And then not be afraid to go for it. Some people's mindset is set like that.
That's true, yeah.
But when you're doing the right thing, sometimes that fear could come in because you don't have the proper education. You think that it's not going to be done because you don't know how to do it. And as you learn, you know, you got to do proper research, get to know the right person. Once you run into the right person that's already been doing it, it sort of make it easier on you.
That's true. Yeah, you just got to surround yourself with the right people.
Right. For me to convert to the other side from having that mentality, let me do it on my own, or just because the streets is easy. But just to know that when I was structuring to becoming a better businessman, taking, like you always tell me, take the street business mentality, convert into a professional business mentality. So that right there, that change that I had to really grasp for that. Like, okay, I see what he's saying, but it's easy for him to do it. But me, I'm used to just trying to get it the fast way, or just moving how I want to move, not having structure. You know, like being late. I didn't care about being late because I was my own boss.
Good point.
You get what I'm saying? So
I like that. You know? That's another story. That's another thing people do. Like you said, you didn't care about being late, but keep going.
So, you know, like, so to be coming from that mindset and now to say, hey, don't be afraid to change to that other person. That was a scary change because Tom, you'll be like, Jeff, you really want this, or you playing around? And you tell us all that. We'll be on group calls with the team, right? And I'll hear you, you know, you always say, are you guys listening? I'm dropping jewels. All y'all listening because I don't want to just give y'all the free game. This game I had to learn from the other millionaires, other billionaires, other dudes that drop game and now they successful. All y'all listening. So a lot of time, dudes that go to a 9-to-5 job, it's hard for them to convert to a businessman or becoming a leader on their own or becoming their own bosses. Now, I know you pretty much familiar with that because you tell me all the time. So I want the people to know from you because they love it, man. They like to hear how you be thinking.
Man, this is a deep one. This episode, Just Do It, I'm thinking is very simplistic, but now you're getting deeper. It is true. It's just about just doing it, but you also got to talk about the people that are afraid to do it and why they're afraid to do it. I didn't even think of that. So Jeff is kicking on this episode. I'm not gonna lie, y'all can tell he has heat, man.
Yeah, because a lot of time, dudes like you'll always tell me, and everybody take notes when you talk. But I'm one of those dudes that I study you, and I study how you break things down, and I'm like, man, this guy's so disciplined. What makes it so easy for him? But go ahead.
It comes from the people you choose to surround yourself with. Right. That's the lot. So let me guys rephrase Jeff's question. I'll reiterate, say it again. He's basically saying why just doing it is easy for some people and it's hard for others. Right. Why is it hard for others? Because a lot of people get stuck in jobs or lifestyles they hate. Right. When they could have took the risk and just did it, especially workers and people. Right. So he's asking, why is it easy for us to just do it? Jeff chased his dream. He took a risk. Illegal. Now he's doing it legal. The man took a risk. He's not afraid. It tells you he went to the corners of the earth and a lot of things. I took risk. Why is it hard for other people to do it? Right. Because other people are born. I don't want to say that. No, sorry. Yes, other people are. Other people are born into families that have working minds. Okay. You understand it? Okay. The mom is a worker. The dad is a worker. The brother, the cousin. Okay. So how do you think that little child is going to turn out to be? Right. He's surrounded with people in his family that's workers. Right. So you can't talk $1 million talk. Right. Or teach $1 million talk. A man that's working a 9 to 5 can't talk to you about $1 million. He can't talk to you about investments. Right. It's hard when his mind. Now listen, I'm not saying a man that works a 9 to 5 cannot talk about investments. Listen carefully, because I know y'all gonna drop them comments. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a man's mindset that is stuck and complacent with working a 9 to 5 and doesn't want to grow cannot understand quitting that 9 to 5 in order to blossom. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You see, a lot of dudes are afraid to quit their job because jobs offer security. Job security. It's called job security. There you go. Yeah. And that's why I always say, if you don't learn to build your own company, you'll work for a man that did. Okay. True. There's a saying that a man will hire 16 workers and sit at home. I think we was talking about that. I said that. Get paid off each of those. I said that. Yes. I said that. You get what I'm saying? I said, you know, like. A man, if you don't learn to build your own company or work for yourself or do something that makes money, you'll work for a man or woman that did. True fact. Don't learn how to make money in your sleep. You're gonna work while someone else sleeps. Right. Now, I got another thing to ask. You're making money for someone else while they sleep. What makes you so motivated, right? That you know that faith in you to say, "Hey, I'm not afraid to take this risk." Because I know we're gonna make it. Okay. I know it's coming. I can see it. I know the day. I've dreamed about it since I was a little kid. You know how I know? Okay, go ahead. Because I've seen others do it. Okay, and I could say this about one thing that I admire about your style is some people start things, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't finish them. Is that a sign that show you that you're not gonna continue, or you're not? It's a horrible trait. Okay, as a person. Okay. You guys know my term if you've been watching Message Delivered. I love the term losers. Right. They're not losers because you don't finish things. But it's a horrible trait. It is a big red flag. When people start something, don't finish it. When they make promises, don't carry through. Right. That's why the guys around me are always stressed. Your word is everything. You got to keep your word if you're dealing with me. Right. Don't tell me you're going to do something. Don't do it. Right. Don't come with excuses. Dudes don't want to hear that. Keep that at home. Okay. The problem is dudes don't keep their word. They can't follow through with things. They can't finish things. Right. That's why a lot of people end up getting what? Jobs. Right. And jobs have multiple people, and jobs give everybody a task. Sometimes the same task is multiple, or you have one specific and special task. Right. Nonetheless, it's very easy. That's why you're so what? Replaceable at your job. Right. It's so easy to task. Right. It's easy. Right. You see what I'm saying? No, but when you're building your own company, no one gives you those tasks. Right. No one writes a rule book like, Jeff, if you do this, and this for 6 months, you'll get $8 million. Right. Make sure you call that person, email this person. This person's going to deny you. Then go here. After they deny you, go here. Right. Then you got to drop an email to send to that guy. Then fly all the way to Milwaukee. There's a guy waiting for you in a restaurant called Bob's Coffees. He's going to be waiting for you, and that's where your contract is. If entrepreneurship was that easy, Lord, we'd have a lot of millionaires. But it's not. Yep. No one's going to tell you. You see what I'm saying? No one tell you, you're going to have to do film for 8 years. You're going to fail for 6 or 7. Then the 7th year, you're going to start making some money. Then it's going to slow down a little. Then it's going to skyrocket and you'll be doing AO. I didn't know that was going to happen. Right. Then you're going to build a company. You're going to have men and women working for you. I would be like, yo, people going to work for me? Right. See what I'm saying? You don't know what the future holds. So entrepreneurship is very different from a job.
No set role. And I always hear the greats talk about that. You know, Tyler Perry, those dudes like that. I was homeless. I spent my last dollar.
Yep.
So the risk is higher, but the
reward is high as well.
You know, so this is something that you have to think about before you jump there. But like I always said, don't be afraid to do it if that's where your heart is in. You know, because just to hear somebody's story, it tells you a little bit about where they've been. You know,
success
I know
story.
We always got a story, man. I got one. You got one for this episode?
Yeah. You start first. Kick this off first, Jay. Switch it up a little bit.
The story is not about me, but recently, about 3 months ago, I was working, doing a job, and I met an older gentleman. You know, he had no kids. Probably was like 65, maybe a little older than that. And he was like, yeah. He said, what you do? I said, I'm in the film. That's what I do. He's like, yeah, I was, he said, I used to play in a band way back in the day. He said, look, man, I'm going to give it. And I asked him what advice that he had for me. Because he's an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. I said, what advice you have for me, OG? He said, look, I'm going to tell you like this. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Because once you get my age and you did it,
you see,
you're not gonna have no regret.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
You know,
that deathbed.
You're not gonna have no regret because you followed your heart.
Exactly.
And I said, well, what about if I fail? He said, you can't fail. How you gonna fail? Only way you fail if you wanna fail. But if you follow your heart and you keep going, something is gonna work.
Something's gonna pop.
I said, what you do now? Because you're not on TV and none of that. He said, go on YouTube, you'll find me. He said, but I still took my career. He said, now I design. He said, I was one of the guys that took my music career, but I didn't stay there because our field is pretty big. You could go anywhere in your field. Take your field and use that whole field. Don't just use one part of the field. Become the business. You know. So he designed bass and speakers. So he came from being a musician, but still end up having
still in the music industry, yeah.
Right.
In the music world, yeah.
That's
smart.
So like film, you can contribute yourself to anything. You know, so that's
dope.
why it says don't be afraid, just do it. Do something that you love, but do it for real. Don't start and not finish. Whatever task you get, don't start and not finish. What about you, Coach? I know you always got a nice story to tell.
Yeah, man. I got a story. There's a Ghanaian man from my country. His name is Felix. He came here years ago. I was in college with him. This is crazy years ago. Maybe like not 10 years ago.
Right.
Probably a little longer. Yeah, probably 10 years ago. Yeah.
Right.
And I remember I met Felix in the class. And Felix was just grinding, bro. Grinding. He had like 2 to 3 jobs, night job, construction, and I remember we had a math class and I think another class. I don't remember the other class, but it was a math class and something else, like an English class, something like that.
Right.
And this guy was studious. I just don't get how he was this smart, bro. The math problems, everything be written out so neatly. And everything would be solved.
Right.
And he would submit it, A, and his eyes would be bloodshot red, like mine right now. I'm a little tired. So me and Jeff been having a long day, but excuse us.
Jump right into
Very tired, but we're still doing this. But the guy would do that, and he kept going. He kept on going. Later on, I left. You know, we separated ways. I went to my class. He went to his classes. His goal was to always be a pharmacist. He kept going. He kept going. Years passed. This guy came from Ghana, West Africa. To America. He immigrated from what do you call it? Africa to United States. And years later, asked me what happened to Felix. Listen to this. This was a single man that said I have a dream to be a pharmacist. He was doing remedial classes. His English wasn't too good. Actually, his English was actually really good, but it was some, it was certain things he could work on. But anyway, nonetheless, he did remedial classes. With the math and stuff, because they put you in, I guess, because he migrated from whatever. And years later, I said, what happened to Felix, mommy? What happened to him, mom? Felix is a pharmacist, married, 2 kids, has his own house now in the United States. That's the point of just doing it. Even if you fall off, even if you come from another country, even if you have to work 3 jobs, it's easy to say just do it, but you're gonna go through difficulty. The key is to keep going. Today, the pain has subsided.
Right.
Felix don't got to go to school no more and do all this paperwork and 4 jobs. And now he's a pharmacist. He's married. He has kids. He has a house. And he's successful. And that's why you just do it.
Brother Felix, man.
Felix, man, shout out to you. He was an awesome guy. So that's my story, man. Just do it. Just do it. Man. Don't be afraid. Stop being afraid. A lot of people do it. But also, let me lead you thick.
Right.
It's not just do it.
Okay.
Sometimes you just do it. You people confuse just do it with let me just rush into it.
Okay. Oh.
That's a nasty thing that y'all do, and you end up getting fired from jobs, ruining your reputation. I tell you, reputation takes years to build and seconds to lose.
Right.
It can take years to build and seconds to lose. Just do it don't mean just rush it.
Right.
Just get it done. Just get it over with. We had certain dudes packing equipment for us and done ship things wrong and stuff is missing and stuff like that. The relationship is tarnished because of that stuff.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you don't just do things. You got to make sure you study,
right? You
plan,
right?
You execute,
right?
That's what just do it means. You don't just come and rush into things. Oh, this the job. Oh yeah, I'll take the job. Then you realize you don't got no time. You can't do the job. Right. You're lazy.
Right.
It's not just do it.
What
you
about
study.
People that don't take hard criticism?
You plan.
When they tell them like
you execute.
Right. But sometimes people don't take hard criticism, man. When you tell them they're not doing something because you have more experience than them, they take it as, oh no, this guy's just bossing me around.
Yeah, those are losers.
Right.
I finally get to use my term this episode. Losers.
Right.
I don't care how good you are at something.
Copy.
If you can't listen to someone that's teaching you something or be an ear, always assume you know less than the person that's speaking to you.
Okay.
Don't matter if somebody trying to teach you something. Don't matter if they're less educated, younger than you. Listen to what the person is saying. If you go around with arrogant ways and you think you're cocky and no one's better than you, things of that nature, you know it can tell me anything. Watch how short your time span is going to be in that career. It's going to be very short.
You always said, even when you do something wrong and you have an excuse to give and you always kicking and saying,
don't use it.
Don't use it.
Sometimes, man, it's better to keep your mouth closed than to open it and create a war. My friend, sometimes you have an excuse for the things you do wrong. We always talk about this.
Right.
You do something wrong in life. Sometimes you got a perfect excuse as to why you're late, as to why you didn't hand this in on time, as to why you didn't get this task done. It happens in our company all the time.
Right.
And I said, sometimes you'll be more respected if you keep your mouth shut and own up to the mistake than to use a proper and excellent excuse.
Right. And
even if it's suitable and perfect for this time, sometimes people will just view you differently, and perception is everything. How people see you, man. This guy always got an excuse. Even if it's right and he's making sense, I don't care. I don't want to deal with him. Right. And I know a guy that uses tons of excuses. He's never wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That relationship is tarnished. So
now, because they don't know. Even the greats make mistakes.
It don't matter who you are. Tell you, anybody make mistakes.
They make mistakes. So they don't.
They just make them look great. So they make it look great.
The journey is not just a smooth selling.
No, it's never going to be.
Came across situations where we was on sale, or we working, or we doing a movie for somebody. Things happen, but you fix that.
Yep.
You don't.
You're right.
You don't crack under pressure.
Never. You never.
Some people do. Some people start something they think is so easy, then they realize, oh, this is not as easy as I thought. They think that being a director or taking your spot until you
tell them come on down. Yeah. Tell them come on down. Like I said, we had people work for the company and then they realize, oh no. This is too much work. Yeah, that's why people always know what they think they know what it's like in your shoes. I would never try to take a position of a chef, never take a position of a doctor. Never take a position of another entrepreneur unless I am focused and after that person's position. I'm fine in my place and I'm going to be the greatest in my space, in my area. Sometimes you got to play your position in areas. Stop trying to do everything. You're not Bo Jackson. Knock it off. Y'all out there, suckers. Y'all out there trying to do every job. I can do that. And then when dudes see you can't do the job, you look dumb. Now nobody wants to deal with you. Play your position. You're not Bo. Do what you got to do. Play your position. Conquer that area, then go to the next. That's another thing somebody told me. I used to jump around. Let me try that cryptocurrency. Let me try NFT. Let me do this. Let me do wholesaling. That's why I made $0 from all those areas. You have to focus in one area, stay there long enough to go through battle, and then you win. We've been in film for almost a decade, and now we finally win it.
And I was once like, where coming up, I was the type that my confidence when it came to certain things, wasn't all the way there because I always took some. I remember my friends would tell me, or my girls would tell me, like, oh yeah, you know, you like to take the easy way out. So you do things and try to take the easy way out. And I wasn't listening. I'm like, nah, I ain't taking the easy way out. I ain't taking the easy way out. Then I started slowing down, and I started listening. And I'm like, why they keep saying that? You know, or why she keeps saying that? Because she studied me. So I'm like, maybe I am trying to take the easy way out. So let me see what they talking about. Because you could be trying to do something or doing something, but you wanted the easy way out so you could get it done. You have to take your time. You have to plan and execute, man. No, this is today's message, man. So how you feel, man? Message delivered to you, yeah?
My friend, message been delivered, and I want to leave you guys with this quote. A just do it quote. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Just do it.
Just do it.
You get that? How nice is that? Yesterday you said tomorrow. Just do it. You get it?
That's deep.
I just want to leave you with that quote. Yesterday you said you do it tomorrow. And the pastor says, the church says, just do it.
Just do it.
Come on, baby.
Message delivered.
Message delivered. Close the envelope. It's been delivered.
That's
just do
right.
it, man. Don't be afraid. Take a chance. You fail, you learn, you move on and rock out until it pops.
We gotta let them know. You gotta like, subscribe.
Yes. Listen, if you found value in this episode, hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you check every Sunday. What time, Jeff?
12 p.m. Eastern time.
12 p.m. Eastern time. Message delivered every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Hit the like button and share it with a friend that is afraid to do it, is afraid to move to the next step, afraid to go to college, afraid to move out of their city, afraid to ask that girl out, afraid to ask that boyfriend out, afraid to get married, afraid to get a new pet, afraid to get surgery. Just
do it.
Do it.
Share that message with them.
Yesterday,
just do it.
You said tomorrow.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. I'm gonna keep that one.
Just do it.
Cause
we out.
We out here.
Keep it, Jay.
Salute. Peace.
Peace.